keep it simple. He wants his team, which plays a lot of inexperience, playing free without thinking too much. Gordon lost the handle. They turn it over. Hornets with numbers. They got a 3-on-2. Bridges punches it home. And he was limping on one leg in that comeback win. They trailed by over 20 points against Memphis at one point.
He went about 4 minutes in the second half as Gordon gets a nice little bounce there.
Here comes Bacon, who did a lot of time in the G League this year. Kemba with that lethal step back.
Come on.
Doris, is there a better step back in the league?
Is there a guy who hard drives?
Magic coming in at 41-40 overall. Winners of 3 consecutive games. Bacon into the paint. High! Off glass and in. Walker with a little bit of sauce. Bacon with the mid-range. Biombo, Bismack! Doris, how different is this Orlando team having to play tonight without Vucevic?
No, I'm glad you make that point, Mark, because you saw Aaron Gordon try to get established early. Has incredible vision and passing ability.
That has really developed extremely well and made himself an all-star. Miles Bridges.
Game winners. I know one against Toronto was a Hail Mary, but for this guy, Walker, to have somebody to trust, that's huge.
And a nice dime by Kemba Walker to Bismack Biyombo. Augustine staring down Bacon. 4 on the shot clock. Birch with a nice feed inside for the slam. Magic, meanwhile, can end up anywhere between 6th or 7th, depending on the result of this game, in a window with his 2nd consecutive bucket. Augustine staring down Kaminsky with 9 on the shot clock. Really patting it. And finished it off the way you're supposed to.
Vucevic, so Emile Jefferson and Jerome Martin both on the floor right now.
Walker with a wicked crossover.
Just the stop-start ability.
Having a short respite on the bench. Jeremy Lamb going to have to take over a little bit and immediately drills the 3 ball. Charlotte back up in New York.
Mark,
Hornets need the Knicks to win.
Sorry about that. Mark, what you said? Oh, Terrence Ross.
He's in the game.
Hello. They call him the Human Torch.
Tied at 23 as we approach a minute to go. Ross with a long 2. Boy, microwave part 2. He is on high heat already. Jefferson with the board to Carter Williams. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist getting ready to come into the game for the Hornets. Terrence Ross. Charlotte down by 4. Detroit, meanwhile, leading by 15 in New York. Ross launching. Folks, he is stuck on automatic. T. Ross. Walker on the baseline, a little magic underneath.
Separation needed, and he's probably had to his whole life because of his size.
He's got 9 points in the game. Fournier with the floater, good. Three seconds to go on the shot clock for Lamb. Tough jumper over so Fournier. Ross kicks it back out to Carter Williams. And boy, he'll get an assist for that maybe. Ross seems to be in just the right place at the right time here in the first half. He's got 19.
You're feeling generous on the last day of the regular season in assists.
Hey, guys are trying to get their numbers, Doris. Got those bonuses kicking in. Here's Malik Monk, a prolific scorer in college, still trying to find his way, and got a little bit there. Makes it a 10-point game. So get it on Movies on Demand. Back at the Palace, here's Augustine over Biyombo, hits the 3.
It's all about the spacing. You convince Rashard Lewis to play the 4 spot, something he had said he didn't want to do.
And they were ahead of the curve.
They were ahead of the curve, no question.
Walker put it on a platter and got the layup. Hey, that the Knicks make a bigger comeback than Paul on the road to Damascus right now. Gordon with the slam underneath. Don't mention age around Augustine. Only like a 24-year-old here this year. And that guy is about 24. Bridges with the dunk.
And he can go inside out, right? They run the post up out of the timeout, and that time he creates his own.
Boy, Kemba Walker is nice. Haven't already noticed. Detroit leading by 24 without Blake Griffin tonight. Walker doing all he can to will his team into the playoffs. He's got 22. Walker going to try and give him that work right now. Crossed him up. Dimes inside to Bridges. Aaron Gordon soaring inside. And Bacon back the other way in a rush. Dwayne Bacon with an impressive finish. In the truck tonight?
Yes.
Kenny Wolf,
and
an Ivy League powerhouse.
An excellent defensive player was Kenny Wolf.
Is he playing perhaps his last game with a member of the Charlotte Hornets if they don't make it to the playoffs?
Got a tremendous upside. Wouldn't say other than hitting the offensive boards, which just helped their offense. As you see the frustration from Charlotte, same verbiage, everything.
You get guys now that actually request the opportunity to get down to the G League just to stay game ready as
Aaron Gordon.
We're watching him at the McDonald's All-American game. Gordon inside over Bridges. Back in February when he struggled shooting the ball, went 2 for 14, I think it was. Bridges with a slap.
Signs a 4-year, $80 million contract. Doesn't let that deter him from putting in the work.
Fournier with a nice drive off glass. Fournier wide open.
Oh.
Gordon! Express yourself, Aaron Gordon. He's out with a stomach ailment. Fournier took the hit and one. Count it!
This is a group in Orlando that believed they had a better roster than people gave them credit for.
DJ!
Wow.
Oh, spin that tune, DJ! DJ Augustine's a 42% three-point shooter on the season. He has 15 points tonight and 1 assist. Orlando has led for most of the game, and DJ Augustine continues to sizzle.
Israel Gutierrez after the first one, he said, who are you going to play through without Vooch? He said, by committee, and that's what it's been.
Malik Monk kicks it back out to Bridges on the baseline. Highlight time. Terrence Ross taking flight, hitting nothing but bottom. Antonio Spurs was interim head coach for the Orlando Magic for a while.
You can tell, Mark, in interacting with a lot of the guys from Orlando, John Hammond, Jeff Weltman, how
about great coaching jobs this year.
No doubt.
What about Doc Rivers doing it without an all-star? After trading Tobias Harris, arguably their best player this year.
Is close. He's so close to breaking out.
Kemba stares down his defender and drills it. He's brought them back to within 2. Terrence Ross from deep over Kaminsky with a great contest. They take the ball out of Walker's hands. Here's Kaminsky on the drive. Tough move and one. And a chance to make it a 2-point game. Had Jefferson on the lob, passed it out to Carter Williams. Ross off the screen. Yes! Sizzling. Augustine on the switch. Bridges picking him up. Gordon calls for it at the nail. Little step back over Lamb.
Come
pure.
on. How do you guard that?
Just the 7th time that the Hornets have given it away today. Terrence Ross, quick catch and shoot. Got it! T. Ross, terrific. Wow. He is on one tonight.
And one of the all-time great men in the NBA. Answered every question. Win, lose, draw.
Off the Bridges screen.
Wow, I thought he got
Kemba
fouled.
again.
Thought that was an N1 continuation. Didn't matter the room he walked into, the circumstance it might have happened to be, as Gordon just plays a little bully ball. They've liked that matchup. They've gone at Jeremy Lamb on a couple of occasions.
Manipulate scores because of the different starting time. So everyone starts at the same time, and all the late games will start at the same time as well. No seconds tick off the clock. Orlando will win it 122-114. Kemba Walker with 43 points.